Get ready, cause it's about time for you to speak your mind. Girls Club. Girls Club. Super Secret Girls Club.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday. Hopefully everybody's Wednesday going well so far. Nico found her space. She was so sad that I left her. I almost missed the podcast. Well, didn't miss it. I was late and I just ran and she's like, "What? What was that?" I was like,
I kind of forgot that we had a podcast this morning.
I forgot. I was prepping for it, and then those 5 minutes. We were like, "I will do something," and then I should never do something for those 5 minutes, and I almost missed it. But
Well, last week we talked about my vacation.
Yes.
But Navi was also on vacation, so
Yes,
we're
at
gonna
the same
talk about
time.
that this stream.
We should have done our planning better I think it just happened suddenly that I wasn't realizing. I knew her vacation was coming.
Yeah.
It was just coming, and the next thing you know, it was here. It was like, oh shit, it's at the same time.
Yeah.
But
But that was good. I mean, the overlap was actually good.
yeah, that's true. At least we could cancel it. And
If we
do
didn't
stuff.
overlap, it would be like another extra week of us not being here.
That's
Another
true.
week of no One Piece.
I know. I am so sad. I mean, I'm happy that we are back for that one.
But I am happy to confirm that we are going to be doing the live remake reaction to One Piece.
Yes.
And it's going to be me, Navi, and Sirich.
Yes, we have confirmed it.
Yes.
Yesterday, it's been added to the database.
It's official.
It's official. The editor has been assigned.
The only thing I'm worried about is I don't like the way Netflix releases their show.
It's gonna be all
where
at
they
the same
just kind
time.
of dump it all at once.
Yeah.
I do like binging stuff, but for like production, like just logistics,
Yeah.
this is a nightmare.
But do you think we should do a binge? Are we going to plan? It's gonna be 3 of us. We could plan half binge, 2 binges.
We're just gonna do it the way we did Stranger Things.
Okay.
But it's just such a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like for like, it's also like different vibe when you binge something at home.
Yeah.
And you're not really like committed, and you can also like get up
And
or
do
eat
something.
chips.
Yeah.
Get water. But like if you're in a group like reacting as a professional.
Yeah. You have to that's
You
the
have to sit
beginning
down.
and then there's the end.
Yes.
Sometimes with the binge, it's like I don't even know when I'm at the end of the season. It's like
You know what
just happened.
actually annoys me the most about binging things with the normies?
Yeah.
Discussions.
That's true.
Because especially with Stranger Things, like something happens, like Billy, that episode about Billy.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck!
Like, let's move on to the next
Come on,
one.
we gotta watch the next one.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we have to have a 30-minute discussion. Come on.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole how we are like modifying the reaction. But I feel
Yeah.
I think I'll do binge through a lot of things much faster just because at home I don't have to make any expression. I'm like rewatching Breaking Bad. There's been a few times I've caught myself and I was like, wait a minute. Did I remember this? Wait, this is good. And then it's like, oh yeah, the other part I was like, oh yeah, Gus Fring. It's gonna happen and no reaction whatsoever. But yeah, no, I'm excited.
Yeah. I want to remind viewers that our chat is in front of our eyeballs, but it's the chat from Twitch. So if you want to talk to us, go to Twitch. We don't see YouTube at all. So.
No, not at all.
FYI.
We're not even trying to pull up the YouTube, so it's only Twitch. And just also want to remind people we are doing a free Patreon trial, 1 week Patreon trial for whole month of August. You can get access to all the videos on early normie tier. That also includes One Piece read along.
Yes.
So if you're missing those out on Twitch, they'll be on there, and other shows that are 1 week ahead. That'll be on Patreon.
We have downgraded One Piece from 10 to 5
For this reason.
For this reason, so that you guys can get access to it. So this is your chance.
Yes, that does exist. And go from there.
Yeah.
But yeah. How's your weekend been, Kitty? What did we do? We did a cliff diving together.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, my weekend was kind of a haze.
Yeah.
Because
Went by fast.
yeah, it went by so fast, and it was after my coming back from my vacation.
Yeah.
It was like nonstop, just work and just other like errands and
Things
cleaning.
planned for you,
Things
the
were planned
concert
for me,
and stuff.
which I appreciate that. But I needed like some alone time. I needed to like sit with my thoughts and feelings.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And I just didn't have a chance to do that.
Makes sense.
But cliff diving was fun. I always enjoy it, even though I don't do cliff diving.
Oh yeah.
Did you jump off anything?
No, I did cliff diving once several years ago, and I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't like that
I feel
kind
the
of
same way.
yeah, like I don't like that kind of testosterone run. I don't care.
Adrenaline?
Run. That not testosterone. But it's
Yeah.
okay. It's whatever. I think the fully was the best highlight. I just want to float. I wish I'm sad that we don't really have a pool, but even then, I think you can't really float in the pool. So this one is more so like you can float. There's other people you don't have to worry about. Nobody's like blasting music loudly. And I wish I could have the drinks on the water, but I totally understand the safety reasons.
Yeah.
But those are fun.
I
That was nice.
enjoyed barbecuing.
Yes.
Preparing tiny meals.
Yes.
Friends.
I think barbecuing is the best thing because like
Yeah.
I end up eating so much, and for some reason we always try to be very healthy when we cook together. But it could be whatever we're on their own. But when we're together, it's like, oh, the hummus, the dips with cucumber, with carrots, the lettuce. Like, what's happening here?
I love it though.
I love it. It's beautiful. We need to do that more often. We do need to do more barbecuing often. I think that would be easier. Just eat and drink
Yeah.
and other stuff.
So one of the things that I adopted from my travels. Well, I knew about Turkish breakfast, but like now that I was back, kind of reinforced the idea that I want this in my life.
Nice.
So
What's a Turkish breakfast?
It's kind of like it's more or less just like pick anything because everything is on the table. So if you order like a Turkish breakfast for yourself, you'll generally get like a plate with a lot of small, like a charcuterie
Gotcha.
for breakfast.
Gotcha.
So you'll probably have like a boiled egg on a side, and then you'll have like, they have like, a halal version of like spam meat.
Oh,
So
interesting.
it's not pork, but it's like the spam kind of like feel consistency
Yeah.
and taste.
Yeah.
That they like pan fry, which is really good for
Beautiful.
breakfast.
Yeah.
And then you just have like a bunch of like fresh vegetables, cucumber, tomatoes, whatever else.
Other stuff.
And then just like a bunch of different cheese
I love it.
and olives. And so the one that I got, there was like jam with like chunks of yogurt in it. And it was actually really good.
Interesting.
But it was just like a tiny bowl. And you could just like dip the bread in it, and you will get it in like with the yogurt.
One
and
whip.
with,
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, so good.
That sounds amazing. What is in spam? Like, what does spam have?
Just fucking hooves and just things nobody wants to eat.
But it's good. Like, every time I've never cooked with it. I have spam at home because I want to make musabi and like other stuff with it. But I've never cooked with it. But it
is something you would never eat if you knew what's in it.
Yeah, I guess
don't
so.
ask.
I guess so. Maybe it's better to have a halal version of spam if I'm ever gonna have spam.
I mean, it's just leftovers
Of
mixed
everything.
of everything that's not pork.
In a can.
So it's not really any better.
And it's good after so many years and months.
Yeah.
But every time I've eaten spam in a restaurant, it tastes really good.
Yeah.
Like this, spam in a bun or but I don't know. I want to cook with it.
Hot dogs are like the same way.
That's true.
Like, I think, didn't we react to how hot dogs are made?
Oh yeah, while we were eating it, it was the most disgusting thing ever. And then forgot.
Is the video still out there?
I think so. It's somewhere. Like while we were watching how hot dogs are made, and we're like trying to eat it. Like, what was wrong?
I don't know what
I
why we
wonder-
did that.
I don't know, but I think it's something that we should do more often.
No.
Now that we had new people, like, do you know how this done? So let's make it.
God.
Hot dog is just something that I only eat at like a barbecue and spot, and that's about it. Like, it's usually not something that I remember.
Yeah.
But,
Same.
yeah. It's been good. The weekend was good. The weekend was haze. Saturday, I made a decision to go up to Michigan. Just drive up to Michigan. Why? I was planning on it. My friend couldn't come, Yasmin, and then I almost didn't go, and I was like, let's just go on road trip, Nico. Let's just do it. It was nice. Took much longer, came back much longer, went on a hike there. It was amazing. So overall, it was really good. I was surprised. But
Was
I
it
don't
super hot?
ish.
Mm.
It wasn't. I mean, the whole ride I was in the car, so it wasn't too bad. But I mean, it was really nice. It was really nice. The hiking was great. There was this beautiful stream I wanted to stay at, but this whole family with another dog was just like hogging that place. Like, can you just please move? They're like, oh no, we're just chilling here. I was like, okay, then I'm gonna walk away because I wanted to be in the water. I know. I thought they were leaving. They got on the side. I was like, oh, are you passing? They're like, no, we're just gonna chill here. I was like, okay, I guess I will pass then. Then I will just leave.
God.
But yeah, no, I would love to go to Brazil.
Yes.
Yeah, Brazil is one I wanted to go when they had Olympics, long time ago, but it never ended up happening.
I want to go to the carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should plan out like events with stuff like that.
Yeah.
We say that. We've been talking about this all weekend. We should do this. Will it happen? I don't know, but maybe one day.
I feel like the carnival is like one of those like once in a lifetime experiences
Craziness.
that I really want to experience.
Yeah.
And yeah, Brazilian barbecue is so good.
It is.
Food de chão is basically what that is.
I heard that Outback Steakhouse is really popular in Brazil. And it's not
Interesting.
even
Why?
popular in Australia.
Outback Steakhouse. Do
Yeah.
they do something different there than
No,
they
it's
do
the same.
here?
The apparently blooming onion is really popular. I was hearing that on a Morning Brew podcast. And I don't know, DH Paulino, if you want to confirm that, but apparently Outback Steakhouse, it's doing well
So weird.
over there.
There is such strong competition for Outback Steakhouse.
Seriously,
in Brazil.
And apparently
How
it's
is it
doing
successful?
well. I can't, like when I heard it, I was
That's
like, this is
wild.
interesting.
There's probably very cheap, so
Probably. I mean,
that's how
yeah,
they're crushing competition.
that will make sense. And it's whatever.
Do not give in.
Go get a real barbecue. Yeah. No, seriously, I can't. I would love to travel more, but it hasn't
Yes.
happened.
Yes. Well, anyway, it did happen this year,
Yes.
and you traveled very, very far.
Yes. It
So
was
tell
great.
us about getting to Korea.
Oh my
because
god.
I hear that you have a nightmare story to share, just like I did.
getting to Korea was a whole thing. So I booked a ticket through Expedia, and I usually do like here and there. I don't remember ever booking like a flight from Expedia. I'm sure I've done like local flights. So the
Expedia
way
is
it was
pretty good.
booked, it's pretty good. But what happened when I booked my first flight was gonna go from LA to Honolulu, and it was from Honolulu to Fukuoka in Japan, and then from Seoul. Once you check into international flight, you get boarding passes for all three of them. That's what I thought would happen.
Oh
I
my
will,
God.
like it will.
I'm
check
getting
it-
hot
I
flashes
know, like
right
checking
now.
the whole thing, and I
Did you
go,
get the transit pass
what's a transit pass?
instead of? So they gave me a transit pass when I was in Turkey.
Oh,
From Czech to Turkey, instead of giving me a boarding pass to all my flights, they gave me my first boarding pass and a transit pass, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like
No.
that was all. Like I was already like, I don't know about this.
yeah. No, I didn't get any transit. So when I checked in the first one, they were like, you have to check in with all the airlines separately. So apparently day 3 were booked separate flights. So I had to check into Honolulu,
That's
pick up my bag,
wild.
check back in from it, and then do the immigration again in
But
Japan.
you bought it all together.
I bought it all together.
Were they different airlines?
They were different
But
airlines.
that shouldn't matter.
That shouldn't
though.
matter. They were all together. I was baffled. At first, it was like when I first checked in, it was United first one, and the second one was Hawaiian Airlines going to Japan. And when I first was checking in, they were like, okay, you have to check in separately Hawaiian. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Then I'm not going to check in my bag. I had a carry on, and
Yeah.
I like made sure. I was like, hey, I need to make sure that I don't check in my bag because there's not enough time. It was delayed for like 30 minutes, an hour. It was like there was 2 hours in between.
Yeah.
Like there's not enough time for me to pick up my bag and check in. They're like, okay, that's fine. For one time complimentary, we'll change your boarding gate. Not boarding gate, like boarding class.
Yeah.
I was like, great. But they still took my bag because it was full. United is always full.
Fuck.
And
Okay.
picked up the bag while we picking up the bag, and I was like, I just want to make sure which terminal do we go to check in. They're like, you're in Terminal 1, you have to go to Terminal 2. Took out, went to Terminal 2 in the sweatiest
How long was
Hawaii
it?
weather.
How long was it?
I mean, Dude, I felt like forever. I'm pretty sure it was like 5 or
Why
10
does
minute
this
walk.
always happen?
I don't know. 5 or 10.
Why is it always like from the one terminal ass end
To the
to
other
the next
terminal.
terminal's end?
I don't get it. I get there, and I talked to a girl, and she was like, "Oh, you should have checked it there. Like you should have checked in your bag there." I was like, "They sent us here."
Oh my god!
I was like, "No." They're like, "Well, you have to check in the bag, right?" I was like, "No. I have a carry-on. I don't have to check in the bag.
Right.
Like I it's fine. It's whatever." I went with Ben. Ben had no check-in. He had like a duffel bag. I don't know how this boy survived in duffel bag, but he had a duffel bag, and I was like, "That's fine. It's just my bag. Like I don't have to check it." Thankfully, they gave me a ticket. Thankfully, it was also 30 minutes late, so I was able to get in. I was rushing, went through the security. I was like, shit, are we gonna miss it? Maybe we last one. That's fine. They haven't even started boarding yet. It's like, let me get water. That's fine. Then get on the plane, get to Fukuoka, Japan, and there was a sign like a transfer. It's like, that's what we need. We need a transfer to another flight.
Yeah.
Standing in the line, they're asking like Chinese Airlines is like putting in, standing in a line. There's literally 3 of us, and then this we're in a line, and there's a counter, and then they shut down the counter. No! They shut down the counter.
To me too.
And then they open, and I'm like, what is happening?
That happened to Chris when
Dude.
we were in Prague. Thankfully, like we arrived at a final destination, and he had his passport. Like he was like in line, and then the guy was just like, "I'm going for lunch."
Seriously.
So
and I'm like, I'm thinking that this is a counter that's being shared. So there was Chinese airline and there was another airline. So like maybe you'll be the next airline that I need to get on. Doesn't. So I talked to them. They're like, no, you need to go through the immigration and then check back in.
Wait.
Add an hour. So all flights were separate. So I had to go through immigration outside and then come back in and then recheck in and then go to the airline.
That sounds like a shit show.
It was a shit show. It was a 2 hours in between. Thankfully, none of the flights I missed. It was just me like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss it. I was running from the other end.
But at least your TSA pre-check worked while we're in Hawaii, right?
In Hawaii,
Yeah.
it did, but not. I mean, there weren't a lot of long lines. Thankfully, not long lines. Either one of them. But it's global entry, so it's not a global entry, so it didn't work there. But it wasn't super long line. Thankfully, immigration wasn't super bad either because we waited while the rush went through. So
Yeah.
I mean,
You were waiting at the wrong line.
I was waiting a long line, wrong line. So somehow we get to Seoul. Thankfully, Ben connection pick us up. It was great, but
okay. So you were traveling on the same flights together,
Yeah.
or did you meet at some point?
no, we met in LA.
Okay.
I traveled with a friend. That's a whole thing on its own. Met him in New Hampshire 6 years ago when I was working in New Hampshire on a project. Great connection. Still a really good friend. We met on Tinder, I believe. So great physical connection. That's what was it. We'll hang out while I'm in New Hampshire. When I was in Rhode Island, I called him. Like he came over to Rhode Island, and it was great. I haven't seen him for 6 years, but we stayed in touch. He's a director, so he does mostly music videos, but he's also trying to do the movies. So he's done music videos, and he's done music video with Jid, and Token. He does it with like J. Cole and all that. And when the video that he did with Jid, somebody in Korea saw that. They're like, we want to do this with the new K-pop group that's coming up. That's how I got connected. So when he told me that he might be going to South Korea, I was like, I'm going with you. Like, just give me the dates. I don't care. Like, I'm going with you.
Yeah.
And then you can go back home and I'll extend and stay longer. He was like, I'll just extend and stay longer. I was like, okay. Then we'll just extend and stay longer. I just have an excuse to do this. But so it was great. That was fun. But I met him at the airport. It was interesting. I met him at the airport. This is gonna be good weird. I've talked to my therapist about this actually. and I've talked to Corey.
Yes.
Met him. As soon as I saw him, I was like, there's something wrong. I don't feel the same attraction or pull. I don't know what it was. At the airport.
Did he look different?
He looked the same. Okay. Nothing had changed. He looked the same.
Maybe you changed.
I changed, clearly. Because at first I was like, maybe it's the flight, right? Like we are running around. like maybe it's the flight. Like he had stayed over like at night in LA partying whatever because he was like, I'm just gonna get a flight because he was flying from Arizona. And I was like, okay, maybe it's just we get sweaty. We'll just flights and stuff. We'll be fine once we get to Seoul, take shower, and then we take shower. We get to Seoul, like have sex the first night. And I'm like, nope, I don't feel it, like at all. It was so weird. I talked to him the next day. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong. It's not like I'm waiting for anybody back home. Like I literally am not dating anybody, and I don't know what it is. I just don't feel the same attraction. I thought it will once we had sex. Maybe it was like after we showered and everything. It wasn't. And I'm glad that I talked to him like the next day, and we kind of talked like a couple days later. It was like, and then he made a good point. He was like, maybe it's just pheromones. Maybe he's like because I was very sweaty. It was very humid, and I kept saying I'm sweaty, and he was like, I don't mind the smell of your sweat. It was like I can't stand it. So maybe it is a pheromones. I think that's what changed, but it was just really, really weird. It has never happened to me before. Thankfully, he's a good guy. Because he could have gone worse. It could have gone awkward. It could have been whatever. He understood and he didn't try. And we still like had a great vacation together. Like he worked here and there. But yeah, it could have been bad.
I sorry, my face was betraying me because I was just thinking the good guy medal goes to a guy who respects women's boundaries.
I know.
Like how far away have we fallen?
Because my mind is always, like I wouldn't travel anybody if I didn't think they would respect me or like what a good person in general. But you don't know what people go through when things change. But he also lives polyamorous lifestyle, so he was like, this is not gonna break me. I have other people home. I was like, good. Yeah. Like it wasn't like, oh my god, this is gonna be something big, right?
I'm glad it wasn't like awkward.
It wasn't awkward. Like that. Yeah. I mean, it could have been awkward.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, that's fine. I was like, hey, can we just stay friends? He was like, we are friends, so like that's fine. Like we'll just it was like good. Oh my god. But it was interesting. And that was like part of it. That was really weird because like my flight there, I was like, I don't know what's happening. This is weird. Like I don't get it. Maybe it will be. And I was like trying so hard, and then it's like I can't. It just happened till the end of it. And I was like, I don't know. Like he was really nice. He like helped me with my luggage, helped with other stuff. And then I was like, oh, it's good to have a guy around. And he's tall, white guy, like a tall guy. So I was like, all right, clearly I won't get lost because he can see over the crowd. He can see where I am, and it's awesome. Like, and I can find him where it was like that guy. That's his head is poking out the crowd, and he's open to eating, drinking, whatever. So it was very chill. I'm the one who planned out the whole itinerary, and he was like, fine.
How many days did you have alone while he was working on the video?
4 days.
4 days.
So we got there. He was going to 3 or 4 days. So we got there the next day. He was just gonna see the set. It was a whole new K-pop. They like make their own sets. And he saw that, and the following day it was a almost 14-hour shoot. He left 6 a.m. and then he didn't come back like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. in the morning. Because there's no union there, so they keep going until they can. And they knew that he traveled, so they were like, let's just go through whatever we can. Oh my God. He said like the most time it took was makeup because they were like pause and like everybody would come like start checking the makeup. Like nothing's changed. Go away. Right? Like nothing has moved. That's why they all look perfect in K-pop videos because like a makeup and everything. And then he slept the next day. And then afterwards there was a couple days that he actually went in to edit. So I had those days by myself. So I just shopped.
So he had to edit it there too?
He didn't have to, but he wanted to at least do the rough cut. It was all gonna be green screen. He's a green screen professional, so it was very much green screen video. But he did the rough cut. He was like, I'm gonna do a rough cut and he send it out to the person who's doing green screen back home, so they can get started on it while he was gonna travel another week. Okay. So he did rough cut. He just did rough cut with the client, so he just wanted to make sure there was,
they got the vibe.
They got the vibe.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
he just hung out with them, which was really cool. It's also connections and stuff. Yeah, it was really good. It was fun.
I'm just like trying to put myself in the shoes of the performers.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like being like holding the, I don't know if he has like a stand or something, probably does, so doesn't have to hold the camera for 15 hours, but that would be hard.
It would be insane.
And like, but for the performers, they have to like for 15 hours just fucking dance.
Yeah.
I would die.
I mean, it's not really dance. It's a lot of choreography. It was like the way it was shot. It was, I can't really explain a lot of it, but like there's like a story happening, and then they're dancing, and then story is happening, and then I think they had 4 different outfit changes. 4 different outfit changes, different people, but like yeah, but they were up the whole time, right? Like they are the one who's staying alert and doing the performance. He had like this. He said like young cameraman who like everybody was saying like great.
Is something happening?
Oh, keep going. Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, that was. I wish he invited me to the set. And I wish I had gone.
Oh.
But I didn't want to go because I was like, I want to see Korea. Like, we just got here. You know, like, I need to... My goal was, like, I'm just going to buy stuff because I didn't take any... Even though I took carry-on, but, like, I didn't take a lot of stuff with me because I was going to shop there. Yeah. So it's like my chance to shop is when he is working, because I'm assuming he doesn't want to shop with me when he has time to just do a vacation. And so... but afterward, when he was telling me everything, I was like, oh, it would be cool. It would have been cool. But it was really far out that I don't know how I was pretty sure I would have made my way back, but I didn't want to lose that day. But wanted to do it. But yeah.
Nico moved on the floor.
Because we weren't giving her enough space.
Falling slowly.
It wasn't enough space. So like, fuck you guys. I'm going on the floor and doing all that. But yeah.
So first tell me how you were getting around Seoul.
Oh, yes. Public transportation. Love it. Their public transportation is great, which is funny because Ben's client, Jerry, who picked us, he sent somebody to pick us up, and we met him for dinner the next day. And I told him that I was going on buses. And he was like, how did you figure out the bus system? I was like, what do you mean?
You know, I get that response a lot in different countries.
Yeah, like how it's so complicated. It was like, it's the
not.
simplest thing ever. Like, it's so simple. It's one card that works on the subway and on their buses. Yeah. You fill it up. Like, you buy the card. It's for 6 yen, 6 won. And then you put in cash. And the cash reload is every subway station. Very easy. You can change it to English. It's English. It's like, I don't understand why you're so confused about, because it's very simple.
I think maybe is like reading the schedule and like the transit, like the transits,
where
and
which
like
one go,
which direction.
I used Google Maps.
Exactly.
Honestly, like, I know there was Google Maps was kind of iffy at some points. So when I was doing research, they did say download this another map. It's called Naver Map, but I used both. Yeah. And because Google Map didn't give me any direction on walking, it just gave me direction on transit, which was fine. But it will tell you, go here, get this bus 61, get dropped off after 4 stops, take the 4, and then go from there, and then take subway. I was like, it's telling me exactly now. If I was traveling for work, that would be a different thing, because then I'll be rushing with the schedule. Yeah. But since I didn't have a schedule to rush against, I don't care. Take me the bus. Spend 45 minutes on this bus. I'll be fine. Yeah. It's fine. I'll miss my stop. That's fine. I will get off on the next stop.
Were the buses comfortable?
They were. Okay. The buses were very comfortable. They were air conditioned. Yes. Nice. They were air conditioned, like right on top of you, so you could switch it out just like in the airplane. The best thing was that on the buses and on the subways, they had like almost 4 to 8 seats that were marked for disabled, handicapped, older, pregnant. Yeah. If the buses were full, those seats will be empty. Damn. Yeah, even if nobody was old or nobody was pregnant, like those seats will be empty. And if somebody older sat down and there was somebody who older than that person, they will get up and give them a seat. I was like, this is beautiful. Yeah. I was very shocked by that. And I did read that beforehand. They're like, just if you sit on it, like people will give you side eyes. So like I never sat on it, and it was very clear. Even on the trains, it was the same location. So if you were like elder, you knew where to go, and it would be empty, so you can just sit down, relax. Awesome. It was really nice. And there was like a group of old guys one time who were just like chatting, and they got up And then immediately like this old lady standing with the luggage was like, yeah, I gotta sit down, like here, like help you. I'm like, this is so sweet. Like this is cute. I like this. The country was cute. One word if I could describe it. Cute. I love it.
So were you able to get with the bus and the train anywhere?
Easily.
Okay.
Easily. I did buy a separate ticket for bullet train that went from Seoul to Busan. We did one night overnight. But that's the only separate. But again, I could have bought this on the station and it was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried to buy it ahead of time. I didn't need to. I think I paid more buying it ahead of time instead of buying it there.
Yeah. How did you get from the airport to your hotel?
I lucked out. So because Ben was there for work, they sent him a car.
Gotcha.
So I hopped in the car and somebody dropped us off when we were leaving, thankfully, because when we were in Tokyo, it was a whole shit show getting out the airport.
Was the airport far from Seoul?
Yeah.
What is one thing I hate about airports is how far they are from the cities.
They're so far. It doesn't look like it. On the map, it doesn't look like it's too far. It's Incheon. It's like west of Seoul. But I feel like I was in the car for like 45 to an hour. It's like, this is weird. I wasn't expecting... We were like both of us in the car. I was like, wow, the airport was far.
I'm just realizing that all airports I've ever been in are located west of the city. I wonder if there's a reason for that.
Interesting.
Maybe like winds. I don't know.
Maybe. But Tokyo one was on east.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was on the east of it. But there is, it makes sense. A lot of no, Mercer, I don't answer the call Moshi Moshi. I do answer with Anyong. So we'll go from there. But yeah, I was worried when I was going from train to Busan. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I hope there's no zombies. And the train looks just like from the movies.
Nice. Did they have so you went to Busan, did they have like any like movie stuff there?
No, but I kept seeing this guy, this like action guy everywhere, and it's like, he looks familiar, and then I come to find out he's the same guy from Train to Busan, the husband whose wife was pregnant.
I loved him. He was my favorite character.
Yeah, apparently he's a really popular actor.
Yeah.
So he was everywhere in Korea, like
Nice.
with the commercial, and I was like, I remember him.
he's
How
great.
do I remember him? It's like, oh my God, and I got on Train to Busan. I was like, now I remember him. He was from the train. Like he was in the like helping in the bathroom and all that
He was
stuff.
in other things too. I just can't recall right now.
He's a really popular but
That's awesome.
yeah, Korea, I took Korean 2 years in college. I don't remember fully how to speak it, but I remember how to read it clearly.
Yeah.
So that helped quite a bit going around, because even sometimes they will spell English things in Korean. So I'll like read it aloud, like, oh, it just says center of this. Like, this is it. So that was a lot of fun. That it had, like, I could read the language.
People say you made it to the sequel.
They did make a sequel, actually.
No,
but
you made it into
I
the
made it into a
sequel
sequel. But
you survived.
I survived. But I thought they did make a sequel of Train to Busan. I thought there was a second one.
No, there is like shit, I forgot what it was called.
But
it was not, it was like zombies in either in Busan or like a nearby town.
Gotcha.
And it was kind of like, I feel like that was like one of those like COVID movies, because it was very much like
separated.
one person stuck in a room and another person stuck in a room like across like a yard.
Gotcha.
So in like two apartment buildings, and like everyone is a zombie, and these two kids are not, like, and they're just like sending each other things.
That'd be good to watch.
Yeah. Oh, it was a great movie.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I think that's the one, right? That's the one I'm talking. I don't think there's like a Train to Busan sequel.
No, it's the sequel.
Airplane to Busan. God.
Airplane to Jeju Island. That'd be the one. No, I completely forgot that I have a friend who live in Korea. It's.
Oh yeah, you met.
Yeah, I met him. Completely forgot. I went to college with him, and the reason I remember the first night.
How the fuck do you forget?
Because we like only stay in touch on Instagram here and there. He doesn't post a lot, and we don't really communicate. But like we know that we exist. And when we were having dinner with Ben's client, and he's really young, he went to California for college, and he was talking about how he has a lot of friends from Korea who go to IU. And I was like, yeah, IU has a lot of Korean. And I was like, oh shit, I do remember somebody who went to
God.
IU. That's so I like contacted him immediately. I was like, hey, I'm in Korea. I don't know where you are. Like I'm in Seoul. Would love to meet up. Like, but I know it's the last minute, so it's fine. And he's in Daegu, and Daegu is on the way to Busan. So it's like it's 2 hours away from Seoul. It's like, okay, like I'm going to Busan. I can come for like lunch, and it's on a weekday. And I'm like, I'm sorry, like it's a weekday. If I had remembered it before, I would have planned it on a weekend. He was like, oh, that's fine. I will make it happen. He's like, how often are you going to come to Korea? Like, we're going to make it happen. It's like, makes sense.
Oh,
so
that's so sweet.
So sweet. He's such a sweet guy. He's like, that's all I remember. He's like, it's the sweetest. He picked us up from the train station, took us, got lunch, Korean barbecue, beautiful. Then we had like his favorite ice cream, which is like green tea ice cream. It was great. And he dropped us off. I was like, this is so sweet. Like, thank you so much. Like, I really appreciate it. It was like during his weekday. It was really beautiful, but it was really nice. But now I have to like, okay, I have to remember now if I'm going next another country, because there are people who's staying in them. I just haven't forgot. Like I know quite a bit of people in Tokyo, and I completely forgot. Otherwise, I would have reached out to them ahead of time. I was like, I didn't have enough time.
I had this pen pal. I've like a guy I've never met, but I've like talked to. And
where
in Turkey.
Oh, nice.
And so like when and he literally like a month before I went on my vacation, he sent me a picture of drinking beer in Prague. I'm like, oh shit, I'll be there like soon. And he's like, well, I'm leaving tomorrow. And I'm like, oh shit.
Oh no.
So it's just like we're always kind of like never able to meet each other, you know. But like
even when you were in
Turkey
Turkey
for years, yeah, because he was in like a different city.
Of course.
So anyway, it was just like we were just like pen pals. We just kept texting each other. I think we found each other on Instagram or something.
Oh, nice.
And we just kept texting. We're still friends.
Yeah.
It's just the person I've never met.
Yeah.
And like when that shit went down at the airport with like my documents, I was just like calling him with tears, and I'm like, what's happening? I need help.
Oh no! Was he able to help, or he was?
Yeah,
like...
he was ready to like drop everything and like help me out.
Oh.
And I felt really bad because the airport is super far away.
Gotcha,
so I was like, let me just get to like closer. I'm just gonna get a hotel. I'm gonna get somewhere, and then I'll call you back. But like by the time it was all happening when also like Chris was asleep.
Gotcha.
So I was like really like having an emergency, and I like didn't have anybody to like call.
Yeah, just talk to someone. Yeah, talk it out.
So then by the time I got to the hotel and I took a shower, I like, kind of calmed down. And I talked to Chris for a long time and his family. And then I just kind of like calmed down, and I was just like, you know what, I'm good, I'm fine. Like, I don't think this is like a good time for us to meet right now, because I'm just like going through it.
Yeah, no, fair enough. No, yeah, that would be a horrible time to meet up, but makes sense. Yeah, I need to stay in touch with those people for sure. Yeah, I think that's a good thing when people like just travel away. It's like at least I know I may not talk to you every day, but like I have somebody if I need to go to a different spot. Yeah. But that was nice. It was nice seeing him after like almost 8 years or something. It was so cute. He was telling Ben, he was like, Navi and Yasmin, like when I moved to IU, Navi and Yasmin were my first friends. It's like, oh, that's so cute. Like I had no idea. Yeah, that was a whole thing, but his English was good.
Is he like, how is he doing?
He's doing great.
Yeah.
He's doing well. He was dating my friend at that time at IU that I have fallen out from. So he asked me about her, and I couldn't come to tell her everything that went down. So all I could tell him was like, I haven't talked to her. Yeah. Like we haven't stayed in touch. But like the last thing I know, like she's doing this based on my stalking her, because I like every time me and Yasmin come together somewhere, we always like, what is she up to? Because we're just curious, like what is she up to? All we know, like she's a teacher somewhere. I was like, okay, that's all I can tell you. And he was super sweet. But it's just like I can't. There's no point for me to tell you what went down because it was just stupid and nothing to do. And they had broken up like a year before, so I was like, there's no point. They had broken up. He's like, it's funny because he's Korean and she's Japanese. So I think it would have been, they were beautiful together. I don't know what happened, but I think he needed to go back, and his family is more conservative. So I think that's what went down. But he's married now, has a kid.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, beautiful kid. Yeah, that's cute. Navi has
Navi
a
has a
nemesis.
nemesis.
I don't. I said because sometimes I do think about reaching out to her, but at the same time, shit that went down. It was so petty. It was like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I can talk about it. I mean,
Oh
it
my
was just
God.
weird. That's a whole. We should talk about all the
Yeah. Oh, I have so much drama.
so much drama. We should
Well,
talk about drama one of these days.
I was staying at one of my friends as well for a little bit when I was away, and she like pulled out these pictures from fucking high school, and just like when we were like at past high school, we just kind of stayed together.
Yeah.
I had a very good group of friends that I made in high school.
Yeah.
And we just kind of stayed friends.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know this is not like a typical high school experience, but my high school experience was great. I have no complaints. But she just started pulling out these photos from like this old drive, and I'm like, why is this drive still working? First of all, it should not be working anymore. It was just like about to fly away. It was so loud.
Oh my
Oh my god. It's like, if you want to save these photos, you better save them somewhere else, because this drive is not gonna make
Yeah,
it.
I do it now.
Yeah. She showed me all these awful pictures, and then just like as we like go through them, there's this one photo where like it's just a photo of me and this girl hugging, and I fucking hate that bitch. I'm like, oh my god.
People don't know from this picture that they hate each other. Oh god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, because she was an asshole. She like took my money.
Oh,
I
no.
lent her some money,
Yeah.
and then she just fucked off. Yeah.
So not Len, she took
yeah.
your money.
I got my money back.
Yeah, okay.
I got my ways.
Oh, nice.
But
We need to know this way.
I just when I saw that picture, I was like, just cold sweat. Like the reaction just to seeing that photo, I was like, oh my god.
That's funny. Have you ever looked up what she up to now?
Yeah, not recently, but like a
Okay.
few years back, I remember on Facebook, she changed her name from like name last name to just like her name last name. In the middle she had the word gullible.
Oh.
I'm like, bitch, you're a gullible. You're a fucking menace. You're a bully. Like, fuck off. So like I saw that and I was like, she's still doing the same shit. Like, just scamming friends.
Scamming friends. Oh my god, that's insane. Trollful, that is true. What if Navi and Marquetta look happy on the stream but actually hate each other when the camera is off? You have no idea. The camera is off immediately. No talking to each other. just like, exactly, get away from me. No, oh my god. Only if that would be very hard.
That's
work
why we
environment.
started another business together, because we hate each other.
Exactly. Just because you know what they say, keep your enemies closer. You got it, dude.
Aww.
But yeah, then that's some Netflix drama. The stealth doggo is on the floor. The stealth doggo didn't have enough space.
Double check if
Yes.
we're still talking.
Exactly. But yeah, no, it was just,
Oh my
remember,
God.
I was like, I'm just not going to try to bring it anything.
The Glock. I did not have a Glock, but I was so irate.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's going to be a whole discussion.
Well, let's talk about that in another podcast, because this is this very interesting story.
Yeah.
Everything that went down.
Okay, because I need help on like what went down, because me and Yasmin still trying to figure out like what actually happened. Why did we lose touch? Like,
It's hilarious.
it's like, are we at the wrong here? Like, not sure. So drama time. There's gonna be another
Yes.
time for drama time.
Sharing drama stories.
Yes. What is Happy
would be
Partner
great.
Anniversary?
Happy partner anniversary?
I
Where
don't-
is that?
Watchdog posted, but I saw that earlier as well. I'm not sure what Happy Partner Anniversary is. Please elaborate.
I have no idea.
You seem like a 1911 lady.
What is that?
I have no idea what that is.
1911?
We'll figure that out.
Like the year?
Easiest way to lose a friend: lend them a tenner and see them ghost like you never have
Right?
existed.
Seriously.
Seriously, that
And
happens.
let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
So you were shopping
Yes.
in Korea.
Yes.
We didn't talk about this yet.
Okay.
So how did you find out all the stores that you wanted to hit, and how much did you end up buying?
Oh my god, I bought quite a lot. The reason why, again, I didn't take stuff with me. I didn't buy anything. I literally raided my sister's closet. I was like, a couple of things. Let me just get from you, which I didn't take. I looked up thrift stores So I wanted to hit some thrift stores because I assumed like thrifting there would be different, like, it would be different clothes. So I want to go to a thrift store. So I had an area that had 3 thrift stores that I wanted to hit. So it's like, I will just map that out, and whatever comes in the middle comes in the middle. So a lot of shops actually I ended up finding was just along the way.
Yeah.
I was just like walking around, and there was this shop called Soupy. Beautiful, beautiful shop. Like I literally missed it. It was like a red door and window. I saw the window and I saw stuff through the window. I was like, wait a minute, where's the door for this? And it was like a broken door, and I got through it, and it was huge inside. Like you wouldn't have known it if you didn't know it existed. I bought quite a lot of stuff from there. Like the dress that the skirt that I wore for 50 cents was from there. That shirt with like 6 eyes is from there. So there's a couple other stuff, but I love the thrifts. Thrift shops was great. There was one thrift shop that changed their stuff every month.
Yeah.
So every month was different theme. This month theme was Hawaiian. So there was just Hawaiian shirts. So that like
That's hilarious.
like Hawaiian style shirt. So that one shirt that you've seen me wear, like the silk gray,
Yeah.
like brown one, is from there. It's not Hawaiian,
That's
but
not
it has
Hawaiian.
it's like Hawaiian theme, like shirts and dresses.
That's funny.
So when I speak a lot, like my words get mixed up. So that was in a sidebar, and then I found this one shop that was like behind this warehouse. Go up the stairs. I wasn't planning on it, but I saw the sign. You go up the stairs and you like call in, and they let you in, and there's 2 rooms. Fancy as fuck.
Yeah.
Like fancy as fuck. And it's like I looked at, I was like, I'm gonna go because this is way more out of my league, and this seems it's extreme.
Yeah.
But there were quite a bit. I think that was the one thing about like every shop had its own style, and they have so many cafes. Every cafe has its own theme and style.
Yeah.
So I think that was the thing because
You
there's
gotta
so
stand
many.
out.
Exactly. Because there's so many of them, everybody's doing something different, stand out. And it was kind of cool to just see that, just to see the thrift stores. But all of them were like in this one area, so I just explored that one area.
Nice.
Like drank, did all that. There was a couple streets just full of just shops, so I just went back and forth in the shops. But I only had like few things that I wanted to do, and then the rest was like, I will just be in this area and I will shop them. I went to this mall that was fancy mall. This mall is Hyundai. Like Hyundai is everything. Hyundai Mall. So it's like a regular mall, right? You're going in there, 3 stories, regular mall, regular people. And then you pass this cafeteria and you take elevator upstairs, and all of a sudden it's a luxury mall. Like luxury mall. And I was like, what just happened? I was so confused. Like, wait a minute. Did I take a wrong turn?
Yeah.
Like, what just happened? It was like fancy as hell. Like Celine was in there, Off-White store, all of Burberry, Balenciaga, like all of them. While on the other side is like this, like, it's funny, when I was leaving, it was like, oh, now I'm like in regular ass people mall. And then there's a fancy mall.
Yeah.
They had this cafe on the rooftop, and that day was raining, so I ended up staying there and just exploring. I was like, I'll just go through, and they had a grocery store inside of it.
Yeah.
It was a huge mall. I didn't buy a lot, but I did go through all the stores because I was just curious on what kind of fashion they have. And the thing that I've noticed, I always go through and feel the fabric. A lot of fabric in Korea is nylon. Like a lot of the outfits are nylon
That's
fabric.
comfy.
It's weird because it's very humid.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why. My last day I talked to somebody. I was like, what is this fabric? And she was like, nylon. And I was baffled. I was like, it makes no sense. But she didn't know enough Korean for me to ask why.
Yeah.
But it's prominent. Like a lot of, like, even fancy stores, brands
Maybe
had like
it's just
nylon.
a trend now.
I don't know. It was like, now I know the word for cotton's myeon, but like it was less cotton but more of nylon. And I was just baffled. I did buy, like, you saw my skirt, but like if the whole outfit was made of it, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be dead. There were
Yeah.
jackets made of it, which I will use for like windbreaker. But I was curious. Like, I was just going around just like seeing what was different and just seeing the fabric, because I expected everything to be linen.
Yeah.
or cotton.
Yeah.
I really thought everything would be cotton,
Interesting.
and it wasn't, and I wasn't sure. So I need to like actually talk to somebody like, why is this a thing? And I don't see a lot of people wearing those. So maybe it'd be fashion right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what I've like noticed while I was in Europe, people like you can always kind of feel looking at people what like the trend is.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
everybody kind of like wears like similar vibes things,
Same
and
things.
like women were dressed in a lot of like these really like wavy long linen like long
Yes,
pants,
beautiful.
and just like these like matching like long like wavy shirts. Again, like nothing really. I was like, I wish I knew this. I could have like bought some like this, and went like in Turkey I would probably feel very comfortable,
Yeah.
like, weather wise, and also just like coverage.
Yeah.
And I was just like, interesting. Why is this not in America? And I realized that like I feel like I used to always be able to tell. It's like, okay, this is in right now, like not that it really like matters to me, but it's like it's nice to kind of like know and recognize it.
Yeah.
And, like maybe I can buy a piece.
Yeah.
But I feel like in America, it's just not a thing.
It's
I just don't. I'm blind to. I don't notice it. Like there's always just like. I feel like the things that I see people wear are constantly the same. People are either wearing just like sportswear, just leggings everywhere, leggings, sports bra. That's just such a thing that people just constantly wear, and I'm guilty. I wear it too. It's comfy and it's easy and it looks good.
Yeah,
but it's just kind of like this evergreen thing, and yeah, it's hard to like, I guess, capture the trends just from looking at people, because I think people don't follow trends.
People don't,
or maybe they do, and maybe they're different. I don't know.
What I've noticed here is a lot of times, because in America I feel like we are recycling trends. So whatever you're wearing, if you keep wearing one of these times, you're gonna be in trend. So just keep wearing. I think people a lot of like either just wear whatever. There's been a lot of reels that I've been seeing where it's like, okay, that fancy outfit that you've been storing to wear at that fancy occasion, just wear it. And a lot of it, I think, is like we have stuff to wear in special occasions, and those special occasions may not come. So like, just wear it. Just wear it whenever going to grocery shopping. Just wear it. In Korea, keeping your shoulders bare is disrespectful to elders. So you won't see a lot of people wearing sleeveless. I tried not to, but it was so hot that I was like, fuck this shit. Like I had like something like this on me, but I will lower it or take it off depending on where I was. It wasn't like stupid, like looked down upon, but I wanted to make sure I was staying part of the culture. And so I did notice a lot. Everybody, almost like all Koreans, they stay away from sun, so they will have umbrella or covered head to toe, even if it's humid as hell, covered head to toe. Like, and I'm assuming maybe I'm missing something on this nylon. Maybe it is keeping you cold. Maybe there is something there. Maybe it's different kind of nylon.
I feel like linen makes more sense.
Linen makes more sense.
Kind of like breathable.
Flowing.
Nylon is just suffocating.
It is. So I don't know, but people in Korea, a lot of them was just I don't know. It was cute outfits that you could wear here. But I feel like because everybody there is more of a smaller height, shorter height as me, it was easy to find something that wasn't like going long. So I enjoyed shopping there.
Oh my God. I was gaslit.
Yeah.
I went to the store. First of all, I shouldn't have bought anything. Because I was already out at limit for my weight for my luggage. But like went to a store and I just like saw everybody wearing those fucking linen pants. I was like, I want linen pants.
Yes.
So I go to the store that seemed like maybe they'll have some, and I'm just going through it. And I saw a pair and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go try this out. It was size L. Like, this is gonna fit me. And I couldn't get into it. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? So I go get the XL and I still couldn't get into it. And I was like, wait a minute. What? I'm not fucking XL. So then I had to get like triple XL pants to fit them over my ass. And I'm like, there's no way I'm triple X. Like, come on.
That makes no sense. No. But it's difficult to shop in Korea if you're not like small.
I feel like clothes sizes are a scam. Because it's just so vastly different everywhere.
It is. Like, it is. Like, the thing was, like, a lot of them was like either free size or just like like it was a place. There's one thrift store that I went. It was literally weighed by grams, so you pay by grams. So like you can bring up like fill it up as whatever you want to. You pay by gram. I didn't find anything, but it was a huge store. At that time, I was not limit on my budget, but limit on how much bags I could carry. So that's like I'm done. I did buy quite a bit, a lot of it to the point where I had to buy a new luggage. I bought, I was planning on buying it anyway, so it wasn't surprised. And we don't have to pay taxes. So if you pay, like if I bought something up to a certain point, I will get tax credit refund, which I did at the airport. So, and they had a lot of shoes. So I ended up buying more shoes. So that took up a lot of space than clothing. I did buy clothing too, but then I realized I should have bought souvenirs as well. I was like, fuck everyone, and I just bought snacks. It's like, this is it. I'm horrible with buying souvenirs because I don't
like buying them, and I don't even like getting them.
Yeah,
so thank you for not getting me anything.
Yeah, I mean, I bought like Korean snacks.
The snacks would be great. I would love to try
were eaten. Only spicy almonds are left. So
oh, really? Okay, great.
Yeah, try it.
Thanks, Normies.
Yes.
Thinking of me.
I was gonna save, and then I kept forgetting, and I think I ate most of them.
Thanks, Navi.
I will get you snacks from here because that's what I did. My parents was like, I forgot about snacks for you. I'll just buy it from the store I got.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
But anyone else feels stressed when going clothes shopping?
Yes.
I do if I'm literally buying it from something specific. If I'm just buying, it's fine. I hate
buying. So I love going like window shopping when you like have no commitments, like you don't really need anything and you're just kind of browsing. Maybe you'll find one thing that you really like and you'll get it.
Yeah.
Usually I just fucking walk around.
Yeah.
If I have nothing else to do. But if I have to like get something for an event and I can't find and I have to keep going from store to store, I hate my life.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. I hate it so much.
Yeah. I mean, there has been times when I had to buy something because there was an event. Hate it. It's the worst. I hate
buying shoes for an event.
Buying shoes for the event. I'm at a point where I will like first ask around who has what.
Yeah.
And then I hate going to malls here. I really do.
Yes.
I think in Korea that was different because Korea reminded me of India quite a bit without like creepy people everywhere. Literally, like nobody stared at everybody minded their own business. If they looked at you, that was because you were in your way, and then they were like, oh, human being, let me move out. Like nobody leered. I felt super safe. But it was also like, it was a bazaar essentially. Like there was streets, so you could go from one store and then you could go to other. There was a vintage stores, there was other. Here it's just mall, and you have to park and then you have to walk. And then you have to find the store and then shop. Like, I love to go Macy's. I used to, but I haven't been forever because I just hate going to the mall now.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. I'd rather buy it online. Even then, I think I've been just buying, like, I will go to Cargo. Yeah. I'll go to boutique store.
Yes.
But even then, it's not like if I'm looking for it, I think I get better chance going there than going to a mall.
Yeah.
But I might get a better coupon in mall. I am a coupon shopper. I'm a saving shopper. I am. I will not buy anything on full price at all.
Well, that's the benefit of being petite.
That's true too.
Some of us don't have choices.
That's true. That's true too.
Some of us are just happy something fits.
At the last minute. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I bought something off the rack at the last minute for something, but it's like, no. Otherwise, I just go around. It's funny. Like I think I'm done. I won't shop for the rest of the year.
I'll remind you of that.
I thank you. Remind me. But the thing is, it happens like when Thanksgiving's gonna come around. I don't usually go shopping, but my parents were like, "Let's go walk around in Edinburgh," and you know,
well, Edinburgh is the best.
It's the best
where you can walk. Actually.
Exactly.
Yes.
So last year it was great. I was like, I'm not gonna walk around. I'm gonna stand in the Nike line right here that I've never stood in. I'm curious on why I'm standing in this line. And next thing you know, it's because they have amazing deals. So I'm gonna probably go stand in that line and buy one pair of shoe. It's probably gonna be me and Chris. But it's like I'm not walking around because I will end up buying. And that's usually what it is.
Yeah.
It's like but now I've been really picky. I've been really like
Same.
If I can't think of how I will wear this, I'm not gonna buy it. I usually use, because there's quite a few things that I have in my closet that I don't know how to pair, and I will go on Pinterest. I'm like, okay, I have like the brown skirt I had. Like I literally scours through internet, like brown skirt outfit. And like, what do I do? Like, okay, black works. Like, okay, what black do I have? I have this. Cool. If I don't have anything and I have to buy something else new, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to wear this.
Man, I ended up, my mom gave me like 2 skirts, and I'm like, I don't want this. Like, she's like, well, just take it, otherwise I'm gonna throw it away. And I'm like, I'm gonna throw it away.
Yeah, like I have to take it all away.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
So I'm just like, fuck it. Now I have 2 skirts I'm probably never gonna wear again. And then I also made the mistake of going to this one store.
The linen pants store?
No, it wasn't a linen pants store. It was in Brno.
Okay.
And it was like, it's like my favorite like underwear, swimwear, like lingerie.
Oh, nice.
Like it's Czech.
Yeah.
And so like I went there and I was like, oh, this is nice. And I like, bought a thing, and I like tried on, and when I was at the hotel, and I was like, oh, this looks fucking stupid. Yeah. So I went back to and it also had a hole in it, and I was like, I'm so disappointed.
Oh no.
So I go back. I'm trying to like return it, get my money back. She's like, well, you can't get your money back, so you can exchange it. I'm like, I hate everything in this store right now. I don't want it. I just want my money back. And she's like, sorry, you can't. So then I ended up buying just like random shit, and I'm like, I don't want any of this.
I hate the store credit part.
Yes.
Like, please, no, just give me. But yeah, I like shopping at TJ Maxx. I do enjoy TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx is fun.
I think TJ Maxx is one of the first ones I will hit if I really need something, because they have so many things that the chances are they will have it.
Yeah.
I just hate going there and the line being super long.
Yeah.
You just have to be in a specific time when nobody else is shopping. And you can take dogs in there. So
oh, really?
Yeah, you can take dogs to a TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I can no longer buy shoes though from Burlington or from TJ Maxx.
Oh god, no.
That's just not a thing.
Yeah.
Because they always just fall apart like first wear.
They do. And there was a time when I had to buy heels for my work, and I will get it from TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
And after like a month or two, they will fall apart. They're like, all right.
They have served purpose, I guess.
I wore you for 60 days. It was less than $60. I guess you serve your purpose.
That sucks.
It sucked. I was like, this is because the heel. I'm a heavy toe heel walker, so my heel will wear off. Like you can see that it's like crushing under the weight. It was like, this is weird. But yeah, no, it was interesting to. I think I'm gonna try to. I do always have a one international trip a year. I mean, I was in a weird hermit stage where I didn't want to travel at all. That now that I have done this, I kind of like, I feel like the Pandora box has opened. Yeah. I was really in a weird place where I was like, I don't want to leave the house. Not like I don't want to leave. Like I don't want to pick plants. Yeah. I don't want to do shit.
Yeah, I think also leaving your pet for a long time is sucky.
It is, and it's like I want to just have the routine back. I think 2 weeks, a week and a half is enough vacation for me. 2 weeks. Yeah. I wanted to come back to my routine, because without my routine, I would just felt weird. Like after a while, I was like, I don't know. Like, can I just make coffee in my kitchen? Like I have to go find coffee and like find food. Like that's just give me this. But yeah.
Fast fashion industry sucks, but often there are no viable alternatives. QPL is from Poland, right?
I believe so. But he can tell us.
It's hard. Like the price difference
is
between
huge.
Like buying a good quality item that will last you for years to come versus getting something that will really fall apart on your body as you wear it. It's just so drastic. I just saw an ad. I keep getting ads for Temu and Shein, the worst 2 brands on the planet Earth right now. Keep getting ads for them, and then I just saw one of them that was like $50 for like 2 shirts. Oh my God. I'm like, how? Who made these shirts, and how much did you pay them?
And how much is the material?
How much is the
costing?
material? How much
What
is the
the
shipping?
material?
I am just flabbergasted.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think Temu
hate
upcharges
Temu.
you on shipping. So they're
Probably.
like 50 cents shirt, pay $50 on shipping.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
But
care. I hate those companies. I hope they fucking get sued for their malpractice and die.
yeah, it is difficult. Like Kitty said, like it's just sometimes fast fashion. Like even going to H&M or something, it's so much cheaper to get it. In that sense, like just to get few basics. Because basics can stay longer.
Yes.
And like it's just basic. When I say basic, like I don't know, white
one
shirt,
white tee, one black tee.
tee,
Those you can combine with anything.
anything, but then get like statement pieces.
Yes.
Somebody else was asking me at the 50 Cent concert, they're like, oh, like I always see you wearing this outfit, like how do you shop? I was like, it's hard because I don't really go shop like I want to buy this. I usually just window shopping, you know, like I don't buy,
Yeah.
and I will try to buy a statement piece. And then when I'm come to find out, like when I need to pair it, I will go to Pinterest or I will just Google it. Like I have blue pants outfit, right? And then we'll come to find like, oh, you can wear white with it. Cool, you have that basic white tee that you can pair it with. And it goes from there. And most of the time, like I will go to like festivals and then they will have those shops. So like buy one outfit. Like I remember that Denver, that dress that I got, I was wearing cliff diving. Love that dress. So there's one like statement pieces, and it's usually
I made you get the dress.
Yeah, you did. I'm glad you did because like I love that dress.
Yes, it's so cute.
It's beautiful, and it's like it's usually like one or two statement piece once twice a year, depending on where you are.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm fine with like getting basic tees, basic stuff from fast fashion. I mean, if you're buying basic stuff more than often, then obviously something's wrong. That basic should just last you for a really long time.
Yes.
And that's fine for like getting from H&M. You bought $6 for it, or like Forever 21, like you paid $6 for it.
Yeah.
But don't buy. I made a mistake. I will buy quantity over quality. I will go to Forever 21 and like everything is $4.
We've all been there.
Yeah, I was like, I'm buying all of it, and
I feel so
I don't
guilty
have
about
any
it.
of them. Yeah, I mean, we all been there. Like this, things happen. We were younger, you know. Like you need more stuff, and I think more I'm growing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna reuse it. Like this, I got it from Rana. Like I got this from Rana, and like
This is a great shirt.
I know.
Why
And
is she
was,
getting rid of it?
I have no idea. I was
Oh
like,
my
give it to
God.
me. I will do
Oh,
something.
you have something here though.
I bet. Oh, I'm gonna do something with this.
Okay.
So, no, this is literally, I was cold, so it's not supposed to be a part of the outfit. But it's like anytime any of our friends like try to like, we're gonna give it to Goodwill, let me go through this bag. Let me go through this bag because I might be able to. So a lot of I'm trying to like do all that. And I feel vintage stores and thrift stores I found good. Definitely go to a thrift store that's in a rich part of the town.
Yeah.
You will find better stuff
Yeah,
there.
people wear something once and get rid of it.
Yeah. Because we all been there. Yeah. But any Bleach character, Tite Kubo is a fashion genius. He is, and I couldn't find his fashion stuff online, so I guess he stopped doing it. But no, I'm trying to like anime characters have great fashion, so I'm trying to do that. But overall, going back to the original topic, Korea, it was amazing. It was beautiful. Shopping wasn't my only thing, but that was a part of the deal. Only because, you know, I had time and I didn't want to go look at things without Ben being there.
Yeah.
So that was great, but it was good. We did a hiking. We almost died. Well, we didn't die, but it was.
Oh, we didn't talk about the hike.
Yeah, the hike was insane. It was the highest point in Seoul. So when it says high, it's steep up climb and not muddy, thankfully, but it was all stone steps.
Yeah.
So kept going, and it was funny. They were like, okay, it's hard, and then it's expert a little bit, and then to the top is advanced. So
all those three sounds like a lot.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, that's fine. We'll do, because we wanted to find a hard hiking. Like, we'll do that because there's an easy way to go. Like, we'll just do hard. And then afterwards, like, now that we've reached it so far.
Did you have your boots?
I had my boots.
Okay.
Yeah, I took my boots specifically because I knew we were gonna do hiking, so I wore that on the plane, like my hiking boots. Yeah. And got to it, and then people would come down when they were like, "You're almost there." I was like, "Oh, thank you." We got there, was like, we are not almost there. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
No.
And then expert was like literally the ropes. You held it on. You went all the way top. And it was like, we made it so
It's
far.
like Angel's Landing.
Yeah, I was like, we have to. And we got there. People were waiting for sunset. I was like, I'm not waiting for sunset. We have to make all this trek back down. Down we went easy route. That was difficult going downhill, but it was fun. I'm glad I made it. I can't believe I made it. That was the whole thing. But there were people rock climbing. It was insane. Bhakti, are you traveling to an exotic and beautiful land in October called Indiana? Yes, our cultural landmarks are one of the kind. They are. They're beautiful. But yeah, no, it was fun. Korea will be one of the places that I will go by myself again because it's really friendly to people. Like it's really solo friendly trip. Like you don't know the words. At restaurants, they have self-serving kiosks. You can order it. You can change it in English. You don't have to talk to anybody. You can do on your own.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well,
Yay.
I think Spencer's gone because
Okay.
he was not feeling well. So I'm gonna go.
Oh, no, Spencer's
oh
here.
no, you're here.
He was waiting for us.
He's here.
Yes.
All right. Well, this was fun.
Guys, remember
There's still so much more to talk about.
so much more. But guys, remember we'll be back at One Piece tomorrow. Same time.
Yes.
4 p.m. for 2 hours, a regular stream ongoing. So join us for One Piece. I think we will be done with the arc tomorrow. I believe. Maybe. We had the fight scene.
I know.
So we'll see. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
So much happened.
And we will be rating Elena Misako. Tell them Normie send their regard. And we will see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Where did Chris get his...
Get ready, cause it's about time for you to speak your
There's
mind.
literally a roller skate store in here.
Is that really?
That's where you got it from.
Girls Club,
We used till art is over. Who's rings?
Girls Club,
Shut
Super
up.
Secret Girls Club.
I don't know. I thought we'll be done in like... We literally on the last end of it. Oh, baby.
Oh no.